morning, students. Today's topic is matrices and determinants. Actually, this topic is the first chapter in basic mathematics, that means commerce basic math subject. Today we are going to discuss only about matrices. Okay, matrices, definition of matrices, some examples and types of matrices today we are going to discuss. Okay, now consider the topic matrices. In your NCERT book they gave definition of matrices as matrices or a matrix is an arrangement of numbers or functions within square brackets or ordinary brackets. Okay, means like see these are ordinary brackets. Okay, this is a definition of the matrix. Okay, arrangement of numbers, that numbers may be real number or complex numbers, or functions may be trigonometric functions. Okay, like sin x, cos x, tan x, are arranging that numbers inside square bracket, square brackets or ordinary brackets like this, inside these brackets. Okay, just arranging the numbers or functions, we call that as matrices. Okay, and you are denoting that matrices by capital letter A, B, C are likewise. Okay, and denoting by caps letter A, B or C. It's only a notations. Generally you are taking notations A, B, C. For example, see, I am taking one arrangement. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an arrangement of real numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. We read it as matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see, observe this matrix. You can see here two horizontal lines. Okay, first horizontal line, another horizontal line. Similarly, you can see two vertical lines. Okay, I am writing it as H1, that means horizontal line 1, and H2 horizontal line 2, and here vertical line V1, another vertical line V2. Okay, in a matrix these horizontal lines are called rows of a matrix. Okay, horizontal line means rows of a matrix, and here see vertical lines are there, right? Vertical lines are called columns of a matrix. Okay, horizontal lines means rows and vertical lines means columns. Now see some examples for matrix. Suppose A is equal to -1, 2, 3, -1, 2, 3. It's a one example. Then okay, matrix C is equal to sin x, cos x, tan x, cot x. Now see here I am taking trigonometric functions as inside the bracket sin x, tan x, cos x and cot x. These are all examples for matrix. Again see here how many horizontal lines are there? Two horizontal lines. Similarly, two vertical lines are there. Here also see 1, 2, 3 horizontal lines are there and only one vertical lines are there. In the first example see 2 rows and 2 columns. In this example see 3 rows and only 1 column. In the third example, matrix C equal to sin x, tan x, cos x, cot x. Here see how many horizontal lines? 2 horizontal lines. 2 horizontal lines means 2 rows and 2 vertical lines, therefore 2 columns are there. Now see, here 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, minus 1, 2, 3 is there, sin x, tan x, cos x, cot x is there. Okay, here all these numbers or functions are called elements of the given matrix, elements of the given matrix. Here see, sin x, tan x, cos x, cot x is the element of the matrix C. Here minus 1, 2, 3 is the element of the matrix A, or in this example 1, 2, 3, 4 are the elements of the matrix A. Clear? That's the meaning of elements of the matrix. Okay. Now see, in this example I am writing number of rows is equal to 2, number of columns is equal to 2. In this matrix, rows is equal to 3 rows, columns is equal to only 1 column is there. Okay. Now let's move to the next definition, that is order of a matrix. Order of a matrix. Okay. Take some matrix. I am taking matrix D is equal to A, B, C and 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's a one matrix. What are the elements of matrix D? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 are the elements of the matrix D. Here write number of rows is equal to only 2 rows. See, horizontal lines, 2 horizontal lines. So number of rows is equal to 2. How many vertical lines? You can see 3 vertical lines. Therefore columns is equal to 3. Columns is equal to 3. Okay. Order of a matrix is nothing but number of rows to number of columns. In this example, I'll write order of D. Order of the matrix D is equal to number of rows 2 to 3. Okay, we read it as order of the matrix equal to 2 by 3. It's a just notation. Notation looks like multiplication, but we read it as order of the matrix D equal to 2 by 3. Okay, it's not, no need to compute it's equal to 6. It's just a notation of the order. Okay, 2 by 3 means in this in the given matrix, number of rows is equal to 2 and number of column is equal to 3. Columns is equal to 3. It's a notation of order of the matrix. Okay. Now consider one more matrix. Matrix. Okay. A is equal to, I am taking only one number, suppose small letter C. Okay. Element of the matrix is equal to C. What is the order of this matrix? Observe, you can see one horizontal line as well as one vertical line. We know horizontal line means row, vertical line means column. So in this matrix, rows, okay, only one row is there and only one column is there. Okay, so order of this matrix, order of matrix A, order of the matrix A is equal to row by column. Row, how many rows? Only one row, by column, only one column. Therefore order of this matrix is equal to 1 by 1. Okay. Now come to this example. Again matrix A is there. Matrix A equal to minus 1, 2, 3. Number of row, horizontal lines. You can see 3 horizontal lines. Therefore rows is equal to 3. Only one vertical line. Therefore columns is equal to 1. Okay. So order of the matrix A, order of the matrix A is equal to 3 by 1. Order of the matrix A is equal to 3 by 1. Okay. Now one important note. Okay. Generally, suppose consider this matrix minus 1, 2, 3. A is equal to minus 1, 2, 3 is there. how many elements are there? Just count number of elements. One element is -1, another element is 2, another element is 3. Only 3 elements are there. Okay. So if here order of this matrix is equal to 3 by 1, total number of element is equal to, see, total number of element is equal to 3. Okay. To get total number of, suppose some order of the matrix is given, to count the total number of elements in that matrix, just multiply rows and columns. Number of row into number of column. 3 into 1 is equal to 3. It's a number of elements of the given matrix A. Okay. To get number of elements, just multiply row into column. Okay. In general, note says, okay, if a matrix has m rows and n columns, if a matrix has m rows and n columns, then total number of elements in that matrix is equal to m into n. Total number of elements in that matrix is equal to m into n. Okay. For example, see, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Just see the order of this matrix is equal to, we can say 3 by 3, because 3 rows and 3 columns. Order is equal to 3 by 3. Total number of elements is equal to 3 3s are, it's equal to 9. Total number of elements is equal to 9. Okay, you can count 3, 6, 9. Okay, therefore it's a very important note. Okay, order of the any matrix equal to m into n, total number of elements equal to mn, or matrix has m rows and n columns, then total number of elements in that matrix is equal to m into n. Okay, now general representation of a matrix. Suppose I am considering one matrix A. Okay, then A is equal to A11, A12 dash dash A1n. Okay, that means I am considering a matrix A with m rows and n columns. Okay, consider a matrix. Consider matrix A with m rows and n columns. We don't know the elements of the matrix A. This just a general representation. Now see, A11. Meaning of A11 is first row and first column. Position of this element is first row and first column. Similarly, what's the meaning of A12? A12 means first row and second column. That element present in the first row and second column. Similarly, A1n. A1n means that element, A1n means that element present in first row and nth column of the given matrix. Similarly, go to second row. Second row means it will start with A21. A21 means second row but first column. A22 dash dash A2n. Similarly, last row. What's the last row? Mth row, because you already taken matrix A with m row and n columns. So last row I am writing am1, am2 dash dash am n, A, M, n. That means this element present in mth row and nth column. That's the last element. Okay. So order is m by n. You already taken m row and n column. Order is row by column. So order is m by n. Okay. It's a general representation, or you can write A is equal to Aij. Okay. Aij represents each element of the matrix A of order m by n. It's a representation. A is equal to Aij of m by n means so matrix A equal to A11 ends with Amn. Okay, it's a general representation of the given matrix with m rows and n columns. Okay, here I and j, I may be 1, j may be 1, or I may be 1, j may be 2. Aij, it's not a single element. Aij represents each elements of the given matrix A. Okay, this is all about general representation of a matrix A. Okay, our next concept is types of matrices. Okay, types of matrices. Types of matrices. Okay. Start with first with row matrix. Row matrix. Okay. Definition says a matrix having only one row. Only one row is called a row matrix. Is called a row matrix. Whatever may be the number of columns. If your matrix has only one row, we call it as row matrix. See, for example, I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4. Matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 with order 1 by 4. How many row? You can see only one horizontal line. But how many vertical lines are there? 4 vertical lines. But what's the definition says? If your matrix has only one row, we call it as row matrix. Similar to row matrix, second type is column matrix. Column matrix. Now you can tell the definition of column matrix. A matrix having only one column. Only one column is called a column matrix. Is called a column matrix. Okay, see, if your matrix has only one column, name of that matrix is column matrix. Write the example. Matrix B is equal to 1, 2, 3. Matrix B is equal to 1, 2, 3 of order 3 by 1. Clearly you can see 3 horizontal line means 3 rows, but only one vertical line. Therefore only one column is there. Since this matrix has only one vertical line or one column, we call this matrix as the column matrix. Okay. Go to third type. Third type is square matrix. Square matrix. Definition says a matrix in which number of rows is equal to number of columns. A matrix in which number of rows is equal to number of columns is called a square matrix. Is called a square matrix. Okay, very simple definition. Matrix where number of rows is equal to number of columns. Okay. Now see examples. Suppose matrix E is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the order of this matrix? Order is equal to row by column. 2 rows, 2 columns. You can write order of this matrix is equal to 2 by 2, or simply write order is equal to 2. Okay, order of this matrix is equal to. Whenever you are writing order equal to 2 or order equal to 3, that is nothing but square matrix. Simply you are writing 2 by 2 as order 2 or 3 by 3 as order 3. Okay, for example, see, take one 3 by 3 matrix. Matrix D is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more row is required. 7, 8, 9. Now see, number of rows is equal to number of columns. Can write order is equal to 3 by 3 or order is equal to 3 only. Order is equal to 3 only. Order equal to 3 means it's well known, it's a square matrix. Okay, it's all about square matrix. Okay, go to the next type, fourth one. Okay, rectangle matrix. Similar to square matrix. You know the definition of square, all sides are equal. Rectangle means opposite sides are equal. Similar to the definition, rectangle matrix means a matrix in which number of rows is not equal to number of columns. A matrix in which number of rows is not equal to number of columns is called a rectangle matrix. It's called a rectangle matrix. Okay. Square matrix means number of rows is equal to number of columns. Rectangle matrix means number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Okay. Write one example. Matrix B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here, order of this matrix is equal to 2 by 3. Clearly by observing order you can say row is not equal to column. It's one example for rectangle matrix. Okay, move to the next type, that is fifth one, diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Okay. See, very important definition. Diagonal matrix. Definition says a square matrix. We already know what's the meaning of square matrix. Number of row is equal to number of column. So a square matrix in which non-diagonal entries are equal to 0. Entries are equal to 0 is called a diagonal matrix. First of all, your diagonal matrix is a square matrix in which non-diagonal entries are equal to 0. Okay. See the example. I am writing matrix A is equal to 2, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 5. Take this example. Okay. You can see here diagonal. Okay, diagonal. Okay, diagonal of this matrix. Diagonal entries are 2, 3, 5. A matrix or generally a square matrix in which non-diagonal other than diagonal entries are equal to 0. Other than diagonal we say it non-diagonal. Here see diagonal entries are there, other than diagonal entries are equal to 0. We call such type of matrices as diagonal matrix. What's the order of this matrix? Order is equal to 3 by 3 or order is equal to 3. Okay. Take one more example. Matrix B is equal to 1 or take A, 0, 0, B, 0, B. Observe this matrix. First of all, it's a square matrix. You can see diagonal. Diagonal entries are AB. What about non-diagonal? Non-diagonal entries you can clearly see 0, 0. Okay. A square matrix in which non-diagonal entries are equal to 0. We call such type of matrix as diagonal matrix. Here order of matrix is equal to 2. This is all about diagonal matrix. Okay. Now next time scalar matrix. I think sixth one, scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. Okay. Again, definition says a diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix in which diagonal entries are equal. Diagonal entries are equal is called a scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. We just studied the definition of diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix means non-diagonal entries are equal to 0. Then see the definition of scalar matrix. It's a diagonal matrix in which diagonal entries are equal. Okay. For example, see matrix B is equal to, you need to write diagonal matrix. 2 or write 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2. Observe this matrix. You can see it has only diagonal entries. So it's a diagonal matrix. What about the diagonal entries? All diagonal entries are equal. 2, 2, 2. Okay. Order is equal to, order of this matrix is equal to 3. Clearly this is an example for scalar matrix. Why? First of all, it's a diagonal matrix and diagonal entries are equal. So this is an example for scalar matrix. Take one more example. Suppose matrix C is equal to 1, I'll take A, 0, 0, A. See, first of all, it's a diagonal matrix. It has only diagonal entries. Other entries are there, there's nothing but 0. Then what about the diagonal entries? Diagonal entries are equal. So this is an example for scalar matrix. Okay. Move to the next type, that is unit matrix. Unit matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix. Identity matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix. Okay. See, definition says a scalar matrix. A scalar matrix in which diagonal entries are equal to 1. It's a real number 1. Okay, 1 is called and called unit matrix. It's called unit matrix. Okay, similar to scalar matrix. But what's the difference? Here see, whatever may be the numbers in scalar matrix, whatever may be the numbers, but they are equal. But it's more generally see, in this matrix, diagonal entry is equal to real number 1 only. You can't take 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, any other numbers. You need to take number 1 only. Okay. See the example. And continuation is denoted by, and is denoted by, okay, denoted by caps letter I. It's a notation for identity matrix or unit matrix, generally denoted by caps letter I. First example, see, I am right. I2, that means 1 0 0 1. I2, just a notation. I2 means identity matrix of order 2. 2 by 2. So identity matrix of order 2. I3. By this you can say I3 means identity matrix of order 3. That is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, these are examples for identity matrix. Clear? I2 represents identity matrix of order 2. I3 represents identity matrix of order 3. Similarly, you can write I4 or I5 or I6. Okay, I6. Okay, that means identity matrix of order 4 or order 5 or order 6. Likewise. Okay. Next type is null matrix. Null matrix. Null matrix, or another name is zero matrix. Null matrix or zero matrix. Okay. So very simple definition: a matrix in which all entries is nothing but elements of the matrix. All entries are equal to 0 is called a zero matrix. It's called a zero matrix. Okay. All entries are equal to 0, so we call it as zero matrix, and is denoted by 0. Okay. Remember, it's not a single number 0. Whenever 0 comes in matrix chapter, suppose you are subtracting 2 matrix or adding 2 matrix, you are getting 0. In the textbook they may give simply 0, but whenever you are doing operation in matrices, adding 2 matrix or subtracting 2 matrix, they are writing 0 means it's not a single number 0. 0 represents zero matrix. Okay, that may be order 2 by 2 or 2 by 3 likewise. Okay, so remember that one, 0 is not a single number 0, just notation of zero matrix. You know clearly, matrix is not a single number. Here 0 represents whole zero matrix. For example, see, I am writing 1 0 matrix. Okay, of order 2 I will write 0 0 0 0. It's a 1 0 matrix of order 2. Or you can write matrix 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, or simply you are writing it as equal to 0. Here 0 matrix of order 3. Here 0 matrix of order 2. Likewise. Okay, that's the meaning of zero matrix. All entries are equal to 0. We call it as zero matrix. Okay. Now next concept is equal matrices. Okay, equal matrices. Equal matrices. Equal, name it itself says equal matrices. Okay, suppose let A and B be two matrices. Okay, I am considering two matrices. Okay, then if A is equal to B, you are saying matrix A is equal to matrix B, then okay, need to satisfy two conditions. Okay, first condition is order of matrix A is equal to order of matrix B. Okay, it's the first condition for equality of matrices. Okay, A is equal to B or matrix B is equal to matrix C. When whatever matrix given equal means first condition is order of that two matrix or three matrix must be equal. Okay, second one, corresponding elements. Corresponding elements of matrix A must be equal to corresponding elements of matrix B. Okay, it's a second condition. Whenever these two condition holds, we say that matrix A is equal to matrix B. First is order of A must be equal to order of B. Second one is corresponding elements of each matrices must be equal. Okay, for example, see, I'm writing matrix A is equal to 1A 2B. It's a matrix A, and I'm giving condition matrix A is equal to matrix B. Then what is matrix B? Matrix B also is equal to, if you use the definition, see, matrix two matrices equal means their order must be equal. Order must be 2 by 2 because here also order is 2 by 2. Then corresponding elements. Corresponding element means A11 is equal to B11, A12 is equal to B12, A21 is equal to B21. Similarly, A22 is equal to B22. That's the meaning of corresponding elements. Okay. So what's the corresponding element here? 1A, 2B. Okay. Now observe A is equal to B. Sometimes they will ask question 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to matrix is equal to x, y, 4, 5. Okay, x, y, 4, 5. Question is, find the value of x and y. Find x and y. Okay. To solve this question, we need to use the definition of equality of matrices. See, matrix one matrix equal to another matrix is given. First check the order. They given equal means order must be same. What's the order here? 2 by 2. Here also order is 2 by 2. Use the second condition. What's the second condition? Two matrices are equal means their corresponding elements are equal. See, 4 is equal to 4, 5 is equal to 5. Compare. X is equal to, you will get x value is equal to 2 and y value is equal to 3. This is a definition of equal matrices. This is all about types of matrices.